Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am making taco bowls, homemade taco bowls, not that store kind. I'm talking your own version. You can make them whatever size taco bowls. I'm gonna say this is one of my favorites, but everything is my favorite. I've just been enjoying getting fat during quarantine. But let's get started. So first I have these ramekins that I got from Home Goods. They're a medium size, and I'm just going to outline them with tinfoil so that my tortilla shells do not stick to the actual ramekins. So once I outline them with tinfoil, I'm going to place my medium sized tortillas on top of the tinfoil, and then in order to get that shape, you're going to take another piece of tinfoil and kind of like smash it to the bowl to get that bowl shape. Now, how big you want your taco bowls depends on how big your ramekin is. I've used pots before to make them really, really big, and I've used smaller ramekins to make them really, really small. I've even used cupcake holders. So you can use a variety of different things to get them that shape. But once you get your desired shape and your desired size, you're going to put them in the oven for I'm going to say the first round about 10 minutes on 350 degrees. So I'm just showing you again how I carefully go around making that bowl shape. I don't want mine to be too big. I did like a medium size actually. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple. So now that we have our taco bowls in the oven, let's get started on our meat. I'm just taking some ground beef with a little bit of olive oil, and I'm going to brown it. The key for me is to dice my ground beef up as small as possible. I don't like the big chunks. I'm all about the portions. I like my ground beef to be really, really diced. But everyone should know how to brown their beef. I just continuously chop mine until it gets to the small dice chunks. While our beef is browning, we're going to go ahead and get started on mixing up our seasoning. So I'm using 1 pack of the El Paso original seasoning mix with some garlic powder, with some cumin, some pepper, and some chili powder. And I'm just going to mix that all together. Now, adding extra seasoning is just optional. You don't have to do it. You can just use the packet. But I just like to do it. It just adds more flavor. And if you want to make it spicy, add some red pepper to it. But, some people in my household don't like spicy foods, so I didn't make it spicy. So once your meat is brown, you just want to add the seasonings to it. I did about 2/3 of the seasoning mix because it wasn't a lot of meat that I had. And then once you add all your seasonings in and everything is nice and looking like that, you just want to set it to the side so then we can chop up our vegetables. I forgot to add that we're going to check on our taco bowls. So you see the taco bowls are nicely brown on top. What you want to do is take the center of the center ramekin out, so then you can flip over the taco bowl so then the bottom can get brown just like the top did, and place it back in the oven for another 10 minutes. So here I have a tomato. I'm just chopping up my vegetables. I'm chopping up my tomatoes and my lettuce head, and you just want to chop them up to your heart's desires. I'm all about portions, so I didn't make them too big but not too small, and then set them to the side for presentation time. So I also went ahead and chopped up some cilantro that I'm going to use for, you already know, my corn salsa. So here I'm just using my fire roasted corn with the cilantro and some red onions. Splash some lime juice in there, and there you have it. A nice homemade corn salsa, quick and easy, that is going to really complement our taco bowl. Now that our corn salsa is done, we are ready for presentation time, because we all know that presentation is key. So look at our taco bowls. They're nice and brown and they're crispy. Oh my God. So I'm just placing my taco bowls on my plate, and then I'm adding some lettuce and some tomatoes. I like to put the salad part on the bottom for some reason. I really want people to see the meat, and you'll see what I do at the end. But tomatoes, and then after that you're gonna add the corn salsa that we made. I also put some beans on there, not too many, but I'm all out portions. I put a little splash of beans on there, and then once you do that, you want to add your meat. Add a generous amount of meat. Do not be like Chipotle and give one scoop of meat. You want to double meat them things. So once you add your meat, because the meat, you can't see the prettiness of the salad anymore, I went ahead and added just a little bit more lettuce, tomatoes, corn, and beans to the top, just so people can see it. And then once you do all that, the main event has arrived. You want to go ahead and add that cheese. Now, I'm using Monterrey Jack cheese because that's what Chipotle uses, but you can use whatever cheese you like. And go cheese crazy. Can't never have too much cheese. I love the cheese in my taco bowls. It just elevates it, okay? Stuff them things with everything that you want, because this year, when in doubt, stuff it motto is in full effect. I was even thinking about adding steak and shrimp to my bowls. But that's pretty much it. Serve it with a side of sour cream and salsa. And there you have it, the taco bowls. I mean, your kids, your mother, your father, whoever will go crazy. They are delicious. I'm telling you, I'm going to have one tonight. But be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys at the next video.